Let's see what this guy says.
Why conservative men who hate education can't spell. There's a psychological reason for that. In 1963, historian Richard Hofstadter at Columbia University spent years studying why certain Americans reject education.
Why?
And what he found was wild.
Why do so many
It was never about
Americans
being
reject?
stupid. It was about feeling embarrassed for being stupid. Hofstadter called this anti-intellectualism. Anti-intellectualism is when people feel looked down on by educated people. And instead of getting educated themselves, they attack education itself.
Oh.
The louder the attack, the deeper the shame. This is why the same men who cannot spell are the first ones to call scientists stupid.
Or come into my chat and call me a retard. You are retard. You're retard. I love. Do we have any misspellings yet? I love it when we do this. Can we get that, please? Anybody in the chat? I would love you to leave a chat right now. Tell me how you feel. I'd love to see it. Please put something in the chat. I'd love to see you do it. I'd love to see you do. You're stupid. I love when you guys do that.
This is why they mock people with college degrees, while demanding respect for opinions they can't defend. This is why they ban books they have never read and attack teachers they have never met. They're not against education. They are embarrassed by their own lack of education. And it's easier to burn the library down than admit you never learned to read properly.
It's interesting because
that is so rough. That is rough, boy. Man, what do you think about that, boy? Do you think that it's easier to burn down any kind of education and get educated yourself? Oof. I don't know, man. That's some rough shit. I don't know if I could handle the truth there. Burn down the school, burn down everything. I was doing a little bit of research about how kind of the future would look with an anarchist world. And one of the questions is always like, one of the questions I always get is like, okay, well, what do you do when a giant army marches on your borders? And it's like, well, I don't think that's going to be the problem in the future. I think the problem in the future will be the fact that corporations are poisoning the river, or corporations are building a pipeline underneath your property and it's leaking oil and giving you cancer. I think that'll be the thing. And it's easier to defeat a corporation than it is a nation state. Corporations always fold as soon as it becomes you're too much of a pain in the ass, because they don't care. They don't have any pride. Corporations, they have balance sheets. Their currency is currency, whereas a nation state, their currency is power. They'll burn down their own institutions. They'll go into wars and bankrupt their people. They'll starve their own people because their currency is power, and they cannot allow anyone to threaten their national pride or the vision or heirs of power. They cannot allow it. So we get what we get there. So it's hard to fight a country, and it's easy to fight a corporation.